Hey guys, this is Freddy here, slash Max. So guys, today guys, so basically what this view is and why I'm in, technically in my room. So basically why I'm here today guys, again, it's just because I want to like versatile, I don't always want to do videos in my room. Also, I don't have a fan, that's why you can tell in the most recent videos that you can't hear a fan in the background that I had for 4 years, since episode 4 of Wolf Friend of season 2 anyway. Because I don't have it, because I broke it accidentally when I accidentally hit it with my hand when I was going to bed. Well, almost going to bed, so that's why I don't have a fan. And now it's broke, because now it's outside. So you won't be seeing that anymore, and that's why it feels weird. That's why you guys won't hear a fan in the background, but I will be getting a new one soon. Don't worry, so it doesn't feel weird. And make sure I don't get like all sweaty and whatnot, or all hot. But it's not, but anyway, that's not about today, guys. And the reason why I'm using Freddy, because I want to versatilize the thumbnails and whatnot, because I miss having Freddy in the thumbnails. And just miss using them in general. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, today, guys, this is just a video I've been wanting to do for a little bit now. I just didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to go about it. But for years I've been wondering how about to go about this. So basically, guys, today's video, basically to get to the gist and get to the point. So basically, this is a video where I wanted to do for years, where I wanted to talk to you guys about how to make thumbnails. So basically, if you guys were curious about like why there were thumbnails for most of season 2, for at least for until episode 9. So the reason why there were thumbnails, just because I feel like, they were really cool to make. They were really cool and fun to make. Also, I saw David, because David did most of the thumbnails for season 1. So I thought, like, why not? I felt like, why not? Let's go for a nostalgia run and let's do thumbnails for season 2. And we did. I think, seeing David do the thumbnails, how much he killed the guys. I wish we didn't do Evil Friend, the guys, at least for season 1, so you guys can see how good those thumbnails were. He worked super hard on them, and I worked super hard on mine as well. Mine took a little bit, but it's not that hard as you guys think, but it is hard once you forget how to use Pixel. Yeah, guys, if you guys go to Pixel, basically, I'm going to be going on a tutorial on YouTube, and he's going to be telling you of how to make your own thumbnails. Basically, that's what this is. It's basically teaching you how to make the thumbnails and how I make the thumbnails, and I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you guys the thumbnails that I made, and tell me guys in the comments what was your favorite thumbnail that I made or David made personally. And that's why the reason why I don't do thumbnails like that anymore for Warframe, and why I stopped after episode 10 is because I forgot how to make them. And after episode 10 and also years later, you trend to forget about that type of thing. And also, it's just, I don't know, it just would have looked weird if the entire season was with thumbnails. And that's also what happened with season 1 also. We stopped doing the thumbnails, I think, after episode 5. No, I think we stopped doing the thumbnails after episode 3, because, it's just exhausting. If you make too many thumbnails, I just feel like it's just so exhausting. It takes away the flow of everything, And for those thumbnails, like, are a pain to do. They're a pain to make, because you have to go on Google. You have to go on Google. You have to crop it. You have to copy the pictures. You have to paste them. You have to like make them on a certain frame. You have to find the right one and make sure they're all in order. And it's a whole deal, and it's a whole mess. But yeah, you have to go you have to Google your favorite thing that you want in that thumbnail. So yeah, it's just a pain, especially when you do content like me and David do. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. But anyway, guys, that's not about the video, guys. So yeah, guys, basically that's what this is basically about. So I'm gonna tell you how I made them after, but I'm gonna have him show you. Well, not show you, but I'm gonna have him tell you and show you of how he personally made the thumbnails and how me and David found out how to make the thumbnails in the first place. Okay, guys, enjoy this little clip. I'm gonna do a DR record, because obviously I don't have speakers for my computer, because my dogs and the whole family thing, and obviously I have to keep that private. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little DR recording of that. Of that, and how he teaches you how to make a thumbnail. Also, just in case if I want to make a thumbnail again, I can go to the CEO and click that, and so I can learn how to make them again. Anyway, guys, enjoy.
And on the presets, we're going to make this the movie 720p, and click on transparent, click OK. Just as a helpful tip, just to start out, to zoom in and zoom out on this program, you want to click and hold the Alt button and scroll in and out with your mouse, and that will just help you throughout this tutorial. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to Google grunge backgrounds, And basically this just gives you a ton of backgrounds that I feel like will make your thumbnail look pretty good. Once you find one that you like, just click on it, click view image, and then just drag it onto your desktop. And after that, we're just going to click on layer, open image as layer, and then your image should be right here if you downloaded it onto your desktop. Click open. Now most likely your image will be either too small or too big for the certain thumbnails, so to change the scale we're going to go to edit and free transform. Make sure you hold the shift button or else it will change the original proportions of the image. So make sure you hold on that shift button and scale it to where it's relatively the same size as the thumbnail. Now using a couple of the effects on Pixlr, we can make this background look a whole lot better than what it is currently. So if you go to adjustment, go to hue and saturation, and click on colorize, we can actually change the color of the background. So if you want a certain thumbnail that might be red, and then you might want to create another one that might be green, you can do so. I'm going to make this kind of purple. And there's another effect that you can also use to make your backgrounds look a lot better, and that's brightness and contrast. I really like to use contrast because that just like pops the background out. It's really up to your preference. You obviously don't want to do that, but I kind of like it probably somewhere around there. And there's one more kind of effect that I like to use for my backgrounds, and that is the blur right here. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to attempt. And you can pretty much blur the background image, and I feel like this makes the text pop out more. So I'm going to blur it pretty much to about, I think, 25. And I think that's pretty good right there. So there's one final thing that I want to do to the background, and that is kind of make the border a little darker. So I'm going to click on new layer right here, and I'm going to click on this rectangle tool right here. Make sure it's on the rectangle, and I'm just going to eyeball this, but I'm just going to make a rectangle right here, maybe right here, and I mean, if you want to have a bigger border, like more width, that's fine. So after we do that, we're going to go to filter, Gaussian blur, however you pronounce that, I guess, and I'm probably going to make it about, I would say, around there. Alright, so now that we're finished with the background, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the text. So I'm going to create a new layer, click on this text icon right here, and click anywhere on the screen. And for instance, for this thumbnail, I'm basically making the thumbnail for this video. So I'm going to say how to make. I'm going to leave a link down below. It'll be the second link, and it'll take you to a website where you can get free fonts. Because personally, I don't like the default fonts on any of these programs, and I'm using a font that I downloaded, so I'll leave a link down below in case you guys want to download this font and make your thumbnail look a little better. We're going to change the size to 130, as big as we can, and change the color to white so it pops out more. Click OK. Okay, so now we're going to right click on the layer and go to layer styles and change the outer glow to 100 opacity, 10 hardness, and about 10 size, and change the color to black. Now if you want to make your text look a tiny bit better, you can go ahead and add a drop shadow. So we're going to make this drop shadow 100 opacity, 5 distance, and a size of about 10. And I think that text looks pretty good right there. Click OK. And we can go ahead and duplicate the layer, drag that down to here, and click on the text icon to change the text. Click on the text right here, and then we can change it to thumbnail. Click OK. We can move that right about there. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate the layer one last time and move it down a little so we can actually see. Click on the text icon, actually click on the text, and change it to for free, exclamation point. We're going to change the font to Blow Brush. That's another font that I will put, and that will be the third link in the description for you guys to download and install. And if you want to change the color like I am right now, just click on this color icon and you can actually move this a little further down to different parts of the color spectrum, and go ahead and move this central circle down to where it is actually purple. And there it is. You can see what it actually looks like, but as you can see, you can change it to whatever color you really want. So now that we have the text and it's not necessarily centered, as you can see, the text isn't big enough, and I've had this problem multiple times, but I've actually fixed it, because as you may have noticed, this is the biggest size that you can put the font, but you can actually make it bigger through a certain method. So I'm going to go to whatever layer text you want to make bigger, right click, go to rasterize layer, and you can go to free transform, and you can make sure you're holding shift, but you can make the text a little bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and make it just about right there. Click OK. Now we're going to move it a tiny bit further up, right about there. And do the same thing for every single layer. Make it relatively the same size for both of these.
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google.
And center as well. And last but not least, this last layer. Now once you have it to the right scale, you can go ahead and just make sure everything's all centered up. So I will just go ahead and do that right here. One last touch up that I want to do to this thumbnail is I'm going to go back to Google and search up Grunge Sunburst Background Black and White, and I found this one right here. And once you get it installed and downloaded onto your computer, onto your desktop, go back to Pixlr, go to Layer, open image as layer, go ahead and open up that image, and there it is right there, and here it is right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it's underneath all my text right there, and I also want to put it underneath this border right here. Now to change the opacity, we can click on this button right here, and I'm going to change that to probably about, I would say around 20 or so, and then you can click off of that as well. And one last adjustment that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to filter and click on this blur right here, 40 to 60, somewhere around there. Click OK, and I think that makes the thumbnail look a lot better. It makes it look more professional. But other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Once you feel like your thumbnail's looking good and it's all finished, go to File, Save, and we're going to save it as a JPEG or PNG. JPEG is preferable. We're going to up the quality all the way to 100, and you can change the name if you want, so I'm going to name it Thumbnail. Click OK, and make sure it's on your desktop or wherever you want to put it. Click Save, and there it is. It should be on your desktop. There it is right here, and you can go ahead and open it up, and it looks pretty good to me. And I hope you guys did enjoy the tutorial. If you did, be sure to drop a like.
Okay, hey guys, I'm back. So sorry guys, I took a little bit. I know I took like 9 minutes in the video, but that's just how it is. But I hope you guys enjoy, guys. That was just him showing you guys how to make a thumbnail, so I don't go about it, showing you guys my way of doing it or whatever. Because I obviously forgot, and that obviously helped me, just in case if I wanted to make a thumbnail again. That's basically how I had to go to that video to like relearn everything. So I really hope you guys enjoy, guys. I'm gonna show you guys some of thumbnails that I made. Some of the thumbnails that I made, and then one thumbnail that didn't make the cut. But I'm gonna do a little bit more data recording, and then we're gonna end the video. Okay, so enjoy the thumbnails. Enjoy the thumbnails that I made, obviously for the actual episodes of season 2, and then obviously I can't show you season 1 because season 1's deleted. But I hope you guys enjoy my and show you guys the thumbnails that I made, but then one did not make the cut that I really liked. Okay, here's these one, guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to be doing a de-recording, and so basically guys, so I'm on the With Friends Season 2 playlist. I mean, you get the jizz, but this is going to be some of the thumbnails that I made. I made episode 1, so this is episode 1's thumbnail. You have Mamasher and Peacher and Soapy going obviously to the island. You have episode 2, the zombies revenge. I don't know why I say zombie range, but you have that one. I made that one. I think that's one of my favorite thumbnails as well. You have episode 3, you have like a big old island. You have a big old island with the plants, obviously. And then you have episode 4, which actually just really suited that episode very well. You have like a Minecraft ship, basically as the old base. But you have the Minecraft ship with Boomerang and all that. And then you have like a ship, which is obviously a pillow that we use. Obviously, we can't buy an actual ship. But that's basically the ship that they were riding on, that they were taking to the old base. You had episode 5, which I made episode 5 as well. I really like that thumbnail. I wasn't a big fan of episode 6, guys. I just felt like I had too much characters and it just takes away the thumbnail in the background, but it is what it is. But at the same time, it's a good thumbnail. Same with episode 7. I could add lots of characters to show you the background, but I think it's so cool looking background. I love episode 8. I think episode 8 is a really good episode, and I love that thumbnail. It's pretty basic. I love episode 9. It doesn't take too much of the background. You can see the haunted tower, but a little amount of characters. And you guys can see, guys, I stopped doing thumbnails after episode 9, so I didn't do any more after that. So basically, to wrap up the video, I'm gonna be showing you one episode thumbnail that did not make the cut. That was episode 5's. And I'm gonna show you guys that right now, guys. But yeah, down in the video because the video is a little bit too long. But I hope you guys enjoy this section. Okay guys, sorry guys, I had to leave my mom's room, but hey guys, so basically this is a thumbnail that was for episode 5. As you guys can see, you can still see the island, but this thumbnail is basically what was going to be the original thumbnail for episode 5, but I decided not to because I felt like, having guns in a thumbnail was obviously going against the guidelines, but it's obviously Nerf guns, so obviously it wasn't going to go against the guidelines, but I really wish we added this one because the characters are more closer to the zombies, and it's just a perfect aspiration of the episode, and it just looks super good. Like, take a second, guys, off that thumbnail. It looks super good. I wish we used it, but is what it is now. But this is the thumbnail, guys. This was episode 5's, and this was what I made. This was what I made after I made the original one. This is the original one, but obviously you guys saw the one that the episode thumbnail is now. Obviously that's the original thumbnail now, but this was the original one that I was going to use. I kind of wish I did use it, but it kind of makes no sense now because obviously this doesn't match with the other ones. Same with Golden Mac. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys really enjoy, guys. This is the original thumbnail for episode 5, and this one I did not use. Kind of wish I did, but you guys get the whole joke. But hey, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. See you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. I know this is a bit longer video, but I hope you guys enjoy this video about how to make thumbnails, telling you guys how to make it, and also showing you how to make them as well. Obviously, I can't show you guys because obviously I forgot, but you guys know how these thumbnails are made by now. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Freddy, and I hope you guys enjoy how to make thumbnails and teaching you and showing you guys. And I guess I hope you guys enjoy. This has been Freddy, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.